Most of you guys know me. I'm Mark Doering, the coffee guy. I kind of jokingly say that I'm on version 3 of Mark. This is kind of my third career. Started out in graphic design for 20 years. I was a creative director when I left that field to become an entrepreneur and flip houses, which turned into being leading to being a contractor and a property development. So I still have that business. I specialize in historic homes down in the city. But was introduced to the coffee about 2 years ago, became a coffee drinker and got a distributorship so I could get the great pricing, and then fell in love with the company. The company's called Organo Gold, about 6 years old, $1 billion in sales so far, projected to do about $700 million this year and probably $1.2 billion next year. So this is Organo Gold. I partnered with it. Basically, when you partner with a company, you in effect buy a distributorship for a small cost. So it's kind of like a franchise. Although we don't have territories, so it's kind of a free-for-all. You'll probably have already met other OG people. I tell everybody it is network marketing, it is direct sales. But when I go into these environments, much like Heather, I'm a coffee guy, so I'm not looking to recruit anyone in this environment. Back to the company. So one of the things I loved about the company was the personal development. If you've read Think and Grow Rich, a lot of our philosophy with the company is based around wealth mentality and just changing the way you think to become in that top 3% of people in the world. We have a strategic partnership with Napoleon Hill Foundation, the only company that does that, which is pretty unusual. We teamed up with Greg Norman right now. He sampled the coffee. We call it sampled the coffee, kind of indirectly, and liked it. Was looking for another business for his portfolio. I don't know if you know about him, but great golfer, $400 million in net worth, and owns a number of companies. So he's one of our strategic partners now. Coffee industry. Backing up a little bit. Just a few facts. Number one, well, it's the number 2 beverage behind water. Sometimes tea's a little bit ahead, but we'll say it's number 2. Number 2 traded commodity to oil. Commodities market. So coffee's big business worldwide. It fluctuates a little bit, but about 1.6 billion cups are drank a day of coffee. So when I saw that, and I thought that if I could get a little piece of that action, that would be pretty good. And it's a habit. Most people drink 2 to 3 cups a day. Most coffee drinkers are not going to stop drinking coffee. Maybe they might switch to decaf or something like that, but it's a habit. So the founder of our company, he was Chinese Filipino. He was familiar with an herb called Ganoderma, and that's kind of our unique selling proposition. Comes from a mushroom. It has a lot of health benefits. The Chinese use it for hypertension and treating diabetes and a lot of conditions that we're just catching on to in this country. So it's a great, we call it an herb, a lot of antioxidants. It fits in well with the Juice Plus, where you have a lot of great things going on with it. So he found a way to put the Ganoderma in with coffee and tea so you don't drink it, you don't even know you're getting it, but you're getting some health benefits out of something that normally would be thought of being too healthy, coffee. It's really highly acidic, and the caffeine, although some people says it helps your thinking, it also can have some bad effects on the body, as I'm sure Dr. Rob would talk about. So our herb also kind of counterbalances that caffeine. It also takes away a lot of the acid and makes it more alkaline, so it's better for your body. So that's the product and the unique selling proposition on the product, a little bit about the company. One of the things that I wanted to do was open up another revenue stream. The contracting is very up and down, very cyclical, and the coffee has a high residual component. The insurance people know when people are making their premium payments, you're, ching-ching, and it's the same thing with coffee. So that was attractive to me. Got into that. Right now I'm teamed up with one of the founders of the company. His name is Sam Bean. He's based in Houston, Texas. Bean, I know. He has about 60,000 distributors in his organization, and that ranges from people that are just drinking the product to get the wholesale all the way to multimillionaires. So that's the category I want to be in, that multimillionaires category. So he is mentoring me now. We just kind of started in March and making kind of a transition from contracting to coffee. So I'm really focusing on St. Louis first, on getting some product awareness out in St. Louis. I want to build a team of distributors as well. So just throw that out there. That's my recruiting part. If you know somebody that's looking for another stream of income that wants to go get it, then this is a great opportunity. So we're gonna grow the St. Louis market, and then very soon I'll be reaching out into Chicago, Memphis, Kansas City, kind of like a little 5-mile radius, and then also we've got some contacts in Costa Rica, Kenya, and Nigeria, because we are in 37 countries. So, and always open in more countries. So that's really it. That's what I want to do with the coffee. The way I'm approaching a little bit different, you know, from normal network marketers that you might have met that want to just come in and get business cards and get you to a business presentation. I really do want to do a lot of business-to-business work. You know, get coffee into smaller businesses that maybe they're not going to mess with Renoco, or maybe they're tired of, you know, pot of coffee going bad. They can do the single serve, which we are, and serve to customers or clients fresh coffee right where they want it. So introductions into small businesses. Also, anybody that does drink coffee that, you know, would want to just try something, I like to do a little 30-day challenge. Joey can attest to it. Once he started drinking the lattes pretty regular, it's almost like what Heather talked about with Q Plus. Your body kind of gets into this groove and it realizes this is something it wants.
Addicting.
It's addicting. It's the amount of crack that's in it is really small. So that's
a drug test?
No, amazingly it doesn't. So.
What kind of prices are you talking about monthly for a box of each of those?
We would set up wholesale. It would be about roughly 60 cents a cup on the black and a little bit more on the flavored coffees. So we can set up a wholesale program with that if it's going to be, you know, it makes sense for 2 to 3 boxes a month or up. Otherwise, you know, I can just do really good pricing for the people in the group and hand deliver boxes like I do with Joey.
I can attest. I went through a sleeve of the Greg Norman. It's actually kind of cool. It looks like a box of golf balls.
Yeah.
And it's got his picture on it. And we went through that pretty quickly. It was very you tell the difference. You can tell it when you taste it.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, it's not really that much more expensive than a Keurig cup. It's a little bit more of a...
Yeah, so talking pricing, we're a little bit more expensive than the Keurigs, but we're definitely cheaper than if you're going out to Starbucks. I mean, we're going to be probably half the price of that. And you get the convenience of making it wherever you want. When I go to Breadco or Starbucks to have meetings, I just ask them for hot water, just get a pastry so I'm not just taking up free space and make my coffee fresh. I know I went really fast, but I know we were a little bit behind on time, so if there's any more questions, I'm more than happy. And I do want to do as many P2Ps as I can with people because I know this is a little bit B&I, but I really do believe that the givers gain, or Don, what 7L believes in, and the more I can help other people gain business, I know it will reciprocate back. Good karma, whatever you want to call it. So I like being able to help people out, get some more business.
I'd like to make one quick comment. Todd and I met just this previous Tuesday. I texted him and said, "I'm here." We met at the bread company in Westport. I said, "I'm here. Do you want anything?" He goes, "Yeah, black coffee." And I texted back and I said, "It's going to be Mark's black coffee because he's got me hooked. I can't drink anything else." And he walked up just as I was getting the cup, so we made a cup. And he sat down and
Good coffee.